Now for these questions we're dividing by a two-digit number, and we know that with division we can count up in steps of the divisor until we reach the dividend, so we can do the same thing with these questions. Counting in 15s, we know that 15 is 1 times 15, then if we add another 15 we get to 30, so that's 2 times. Add another 15, we get to 45 as 3 times 15. Then another 15, we know that 60 is 4 times, 75 is 5 times, and 90 is 6 times 15, which means that 90 divided by 15 must be 6. Now 92 divided by 23, so we can count up in 23s. 23 is 1 times 23. If we add another 23, we get 46 for 2 times 23. Then adding another 23 gives us 69 for 3 times, and then another 23. 9 plus 3 is 12, so 1, 2. 1 plus 6 plus 2 is 9, so we know that 92 is 4 times 23, which means that 92 divided by 23 must be 4. Now 158 divided by 46. So 46 is 1 times, add another 46, and we know that 92 is 2 times 46, then another 46, we know that 158 is 3 times 46, which means that 158 divided by 46 must be 3. Now 222 divided by 37. So 37 is 1 times. If we add another 37, we get 74 for 2 times. Now another 37, we know that 111 is 3 times. And here there is a shortcut. If we know that 111 is 3 times, we know what 222 will be. But let's leave that for a moment and keep on adding or counting in 37s. 148 is 4 times. Add another 37. 185 is 5 times. And add another 37. 222 is 6 times 37, which means that 222 divided by 37 is 6. Now I mentioned that there was a shortcut. Once we knew that 111 was 3 times, we could have doubled 111 to get to 6 times. So if you know 3 times, you can add the number to itself, and that will give you 6 times, because 3 plus 3 is 6. So we could have spotted straight away, once we got to 111, that 222 divided by 37 would be 6, because 222 is double 111, and 6 is double 3. Or we could have worked it out a different way. With 37, we know that 10 times 37 would be 370, because when you multiply a whole number by 10, you can just put a 0 on the end. But then, if we know that 10 times is 370, we can work out 5 times by finding half of 370, or dividing it by 2. That would give us 185 for 5 times, and then we'd only need to add another 37 to get to 6 times, so we'd know our answer. Now 136 divided by 17. We can count up in 17s, so 17 is 1 times, add another 17, 34 is 2 times, 51 is 3 times, 68 is 4 times, 85 is 5 times, so if we take that 85 and add another 17, that gives us 102 for 6 times, 119 for 7 times, and 136 for 8 times. So that means 136 divided by 17 must be 8. Again, there are some shortcuts that we could have used here. Rather than working out 2 times, 3 times and 4 times, we could have just done 10 times 17, so put a 0 on the end of 17 to get 170. Then we could have halved to find 5 times, so we could have done 170 divided by 2. That's 85, so once we'd worked out that 85 is 5 times, we could have continued counting on to get to 8 times. Or, once we knew that 10 times 17 is 170, we could have just worked out 2 times and subtracted it, because if you work out 10 times and you subtract 2 times, that will give you the answer to 8 times. So we can't do 0 minus 4, go to the left, 1 less, 1 in front, 10 minus 4 is 6, 6 minus 3 is 3, 1 minus nothing is 1, so we've worked out that 8 times 17 is 136, so we know straight away that 136 divided by 17 is 8.